With the fourth Jurassic World movie less than a year away, and with the upcoming video game Jurassic Park Survival soon approaching its 1-year announcement anniversary, when do we think we will get our next real look at these upcoming projects? When will the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth drop? And equally, when will the next trailer for Jurassic Park Survival, which will likely include gameplay, be released? Will we see a video game update this December? Will we see the first real footage from Rebirth this year? Welcome back to Jurassic Outpost. Let's speculate on these two upcoming Jurassic projects and take a look at the evidence pointing towards these two trailers. Jurassic World Rebirth is set for release July 2nd, 2025, which really isn't that far away. So far, we've had a handful of photos from the set that show us the main characters of Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, and Mahershala Ali, and some information was revealed about the movie by director Gareth Edwards. The most recent teasers showed us the long grass location again, a big new gun, and a slate which displayed the scene number 116C. We know very little about the movie, which is a good thing, but many were expecting a trailer or some sort of tease to drop with the Wicked movie release. That did not happen, of course, and the question is now, will we see a trailer this year? I wanted to give two scenarios for the possible release of the trailer. It's hard to pinpoint any form of date as the marketing for this movie might end up being quite different to what has come before with the Jurassic World trilogy marketing dates, but we can use those trailer drop dates to give us some understanding on what Universal might be thinking when it comes to Rebirth's trailers. Given all of that, I wanted to give a best case scenario for those who really want to see a trailer as soon as possible, and then honestly what I'll call the more likely scenario for when the trailer will drop. So firstly, let's look at Dominion, the last Jurassic World movie. The production of this movie was a little all over the place for obvious reasons, but the very first trailer for the movie released February 10th, 2022. The movie released July 10th of that same year. However, earlier to this, we got a tease of the opening prologue sequence. This dropped on June 21st, 2021, and the full prologue sequence was in theaters with Fast and Furious 9, or whatever that movie is actually called. Was it Fast 9? If you went to see that movie in IMAX, you were treated to an extended look at Dominion's prologue opening. But what about Fallen Kingdom, the second in the World trilogy? That movie released June 22nd, 2018. The very first look, the first teaser trailer, dropped on YouTube on December 3rd, 2017. The full trailer releasing days later on December 7th. I think many will be hopeful when seeing the comparison here. Fallen Kingdom's trailer dropped in December and the movie came out in June. Jurassic World Rebirth is coming out early July of 2025, so could we see the trailer this December? Wicked was the first speculated date. Now many are thinking that Thanksgiving might be when the tease, the trailer, whatever it will be, will release. I think there's a chance Universal will capitalize on the Thanksgiving holiday, perhaps even that very weekend that follows. Many people will be home with their families or just taking some much needed rest, watching TV, streaming, whatever. There are, of course, NFL games across Thanksgiving, and there's one in particular that stands out. Not just because it's the Packers, but the Miami Dolphins versus the Green Bay Packers is being broadcast on NBC, a channel owned by NBC Universal, and the game is also being streamed on Peacock, Universal's streaming service. With a lot of eyes on this game, it really is a good place to drop a teaser trailer for Rebirth. So, being hopeful, of course, the best case scenario is that we see a Rebirth tease on Thanksgiving, which will likely also then drop on YouTube shortly after. But I am not so sure this will happen. If I'm honest, I think the teasers we've gotten this year about the movie are honestly going to be all that we get this side of 2025. So the more likely scenario I'm going to give is February 2025. Traditionally, the Jurassic World movies drop a Super Bowl trailer. Much like Thanksgiving, a lot of eyes are on TVs watching the game, and the Super Bowl is on Sunday, February 9th, 2025. I think, based on Fallen Kingdom's trailer drops and based on modern marketing, which does see shorter time between the trailer and the movie release, that the first Jurassic World Rebirth trailer will drop in February of 2025. So we've got a bit of time to wait. Alright, let's look at Jurassic Park Survival. Video games are different, and as we all know, Survival's debut trailer dropped at the Game Awards 2023 on December 7th. It was revealed live at the show, no one expected it, and the trailer consisted of pre-rendered footage showing a return to Isla Nublar in 1993. We learned that the game was set the same day or the day after the incident in the first movie, and at the very end of the trailer, we saw a few in-engine gameplay clips. It has almost been a year since this trailer was unveiled, and Saber, the developers, have been quietly working away at this game. In June of this year, we got a new look via a handful of new screenshots and an interview that revealed some light information about how the game will work. It has been very quiet since then. Many people are hoping we get a new look at this game soon. I for one can't wait to see it actually in action, the gameplay, how it will function, and how the island is going to look and sound. This year's Game Awards takes place Thursday, December 12th, and Saber Interactive, Jurassic Park Survival's developer, have been nominated for 2 awards, both for their Warhammer game. So Saber will indeed be at the Game Awards this year, but will they show a new look at Survival? Let's look at the possibilities. With it being a year since the game's announcement, there is of course a chance that Saber will capitalize on this, showing off a new trailer, potentially a full gameplay trailer, or something similar. So I think in this instance, the best case scenario has to be that we see a new trailer for Survival at the Game Awards 2024. However, I don't think that this is going to happen. We've had our doubts, and on our podcast we've discussed this topic at length. I think we would have seen and heard more about the game this year if things were on track for a December 2024 new trailer. Aside from the June interview, which shared a few new screenshots, we've heard nothing. And that's okay. I mean, we know the game is safe, it's still in development, and that Saber are busy working on it behind the scenes. The last thing that we want is a rushed product. However, there really is a lot of anticipation riding on the game. Many fans have voiced their concerns about the gameplay, or at least wanting to see how that gameplay works, and some believe that we should be seeing more about it sooner rather than later. The game has been in development for a couple of years now, or at least since sometime in 2022. You could even pre-install the game for a while on the Xbox, which in itself was weird. This was ahead of Summer Game Fest 2024, which many speculated would have more survival information, especially after the Xbox social media manager posted this. But alas, that didn't happen. There's a theory that something was meant to be shown but was pulled ahead of the show, perhaps a delay behind the scenes, we don't really know. But given all of that, the more likely scenario for a Jurassic Park Survival trailer, given that we don't even know the release year yet, is sometime in 2025. And if I had to speculate on when, I would say that Saber might unveil a gameplay trailer and much more information about the game at the next Summer Game Fest, which is in June 2025. A lot of eyes will be on that event, and with the new Jurassic movie releasing very shortly after that, it's probably a good time to get as many eyes on the game as possible. Unveiling some gameplay, a lot more in-engine footage, and a release date would be ideal. But those are just my thoughts. What are yours? When do you think we will be seeing the first trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth? And equally, when do you think we will next hear about the upcoming video game? Share those thoughts down below in the comments, and thank you for watching this video.